Before we start the podcast, we want to take the time to say if you like us, please follow, like, comment on SoundCloud, comment on YouTube, subscribe, rate, and comment on iTunes. It really helps us out and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome to Anime Cherry Bomb, the #1 Fiore podcast. I'm your host, the guy with the fire in his belly, Aaron, and with me is the guy who is my friend in Never Transportation, Jay. Jay, how's it going?
It's going good. And kind of weird, awkward.
It's all good. It's all good. So, what anime did we cover this week, Jay?
We covered I don't want to say instant classic, the Shonen classic, Fairytail. Not to be confused with a fairy tale. This is actually the fairy's tale.
Fairy's tale. Yeah, Fairy's Tale.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, you want to hit us with the synopsis?
Oh, yes. Let me grab my phone real quick.
We're very prepared here at Anime Cherry Bomb.
Yes. All right. So when 4 young wizards from the most destructive guild in Fiore team up to take jobs, they forge a bond more powerful than any magic and grow stronger with every mission. Whatever you do, don't mess with these friends or you're bound to get burned. And that's from the Hulu. Hey, and we have like a little announcement about Hulu, right? Didn't?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I think we didn't mention it. I think it's been.
Yeah, it was in between podcasts that it happened. But,
yeah, that all Funimation titles are moving to Hulu.
Yeah, which is very welcome.
Oh yeah, because I hate that Funimation app with a passion.
Yeah, and I don't like Crunchyroll that much either. Well, the mobile.
Right.
Well,
you don't
site.
have to worry about Crunchyroll with Funimation stuff anymore because ever since they split. So, but now that it's going to be all on Hulu, it's going to make life a lot easier.
Yeah, because a lot of the titles that I want to do, like, I'd rather watch them on Hulu.
Oh yeah, I'd also
sure.
rather watch them on Hulu for sure.
All right, so you want to give us some of the facts?
Oh yeah, okay, I got some for you. So, it was released in 2009. There's currently 287 episodes and ongoing, and it's an adventure fantasy shonen anime. Created by Hiro Mishima, and he is the creator of, I don't know if you knew this, but Rave Master.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Rave Master, and he just finished up Fairytail about last year, and now he's working on Eden Zero.
Okay.
Which is a horrible manga. Don't read it.
Oh, really? You've read some of it?
Yeah, he's a little. I don't want to say he's a hack, but one of the characters legit just looks like Urza.
Oh, okay.
And her name is it's like Ellie something, but I don't think it's like Ellie Burgundy, but it's like how Urza Scarlet is like red, so it's Ellie something. And both names share the same number of letters.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on. And then like Happy's in it also.
What the hell?
In a weird reason.
But he's literally in it?
Yeah.
And his name is Happy?
Happy, yeah.
What the that's not good.
And he's a robot cat now. Yeah. It's weird.
So I'm assuming it takes place in the same universe then? It has to.
I don't know. Well, it's all about space. So like they're like traveling in space.
Okay.
And this girl like finds Happy, and like Happy doesn't have any memories.
Okay.
Of before, and then it like Happy dies. I think gets hit by something and dies, and then exactly, and then like she remakes him into a robot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good. I read the first like 5 chapters, and I was like, ugh, this isn't
But Rave Masters, I think that's considered like a somewhat classic, right?
Oh yeah, Rave Master is.
Yeah.
So 2 out of 3 isn't bad. You know.
I know. The reason I know about Rave Masters is because there's like a few video games on that.
Oh yeah.
I think there's like a Dreamcast game, maybe GBA.
That sounds like for sure sometime we're gonna cover in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And then so the studio that did it was A1 Pictures, Some things that they did Idol Master, which I really like, and Sword Art Online.
Okay.
Is directed by Shinji Ishihara, and the things that he's directed is Super Lovers. And speaking of Sword Art Online, he did the boring Sword Art Online, which is Log Horizon.
Okay.
And he also boarded several things for Bones.
Okay.
And so he did Hero Man, Soul Eater, Battle Blockade, Fullmetal Alchemist, and My Hero.
Okay.
And he still works with them
With Bones?
closely. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's licensed by Funimation. It premiered the same season as Heaven's Lost Property, Kimi no Todoke, and Nyankoi. Do you know what Nyankoi is?
I know the other two. I don't know Nyonko.
So Nyankoi is about a kid
Uh-huh.
who is allergic to cats, and he hates cats, but everybody around him loves cats, like his sister, his dad, his crush, all these people love cats. And then he damages a cat deity statue, and a cat deity comes out and is gonna punish him. And the only way for him, I think he's gonna, if he disobeys the cat deity, he's gonna turn him into a cat, which is gonna kill him. So he's like, you have to do 100 good deeds for cats. So it's 100 good deeds for Eddie McDowell, but with cats.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, and it also has a horrible ending where they're like, oh, we're gonna cover it, but the thing is, it's like they do that horrible thing of, well, we'll see you in season 2. They literally say like,
see you in season 2, and it never happens.
And it never happens. Like there's like a I forgot like with the images at the end.
Yeah.
But they're like all the characters talking over it. And then like a stranger's voice comes on, and they're like, "Oh," the guy's like, "Oh, Dad, when did you get here?" Because the dad was never in the anime. And he goes, "Dad, where have you been?" He goes, "I don't know. Maybe you'll find out next season." And there was never a second season, so props to them on that one.
Yeah. The other two that you mentioned are pretty good though. Kimi no Todoke is really good.
Heaven's Lost Property.
That's a classic.
That's all I know. Classic.
I think you have that. You have that on Blu-ray, right? Or
yeah,
DVD?
I do actually have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So that'll be a watcher. I think I have both of them on Blu-ray, both seasons. I think. All right. So the music was done by Yasuharu Takanashi, and he's done the breakout hit of this season, Zombieland Saga, Gantz, and Naruto Shippuden.
Okay.
What did you think about the BGM of this anime?
It was pretty good. I like the it's a lot of whatchamacallit, like music that like anybody can get, like what is that called?
I mean, I know
like public domain.
Public domain, exactly.
Yeah, there we go. It's a lot of that, but kind of like remixed a little bit.
Yeah, to like using
like
more
medieval
yeah,
tones.
I really like the medieval theme to a lot of the music. A lot of the it has to be bagpipes, some kind of wind, like a bagpipe or a yeah. I guess it is like bagpipes. It's really good. Like it does remind me of a Fairytail.
Yeah,
book.
very whimsical.
Yeah, and then like you said, a lot of public domain music.
Yeah,
but it's still pretty
good, and it fits really well.
No, yeah. Let's get through these openings. So opening 1 was Snow Fairy by Funkist. OP2 is Sense of Wonder by Idolist. And OP3 is Feature by Funkist.
Yeah, I had a feeling that the first one and the third one were by the same people.
So
because of the flute.
Exactly. That flute is the greatest, especially in in the third opening. Magical. I love that. The beginning.
The beginning of that song is really good.
I don't think there was a time when I think I got to episode like 24 and I was like, ooh, it's coming up. And then throughout 25 to the rest of the anime, I just watched all the endings because it's really, really strong. Or openings. Yeah. Yeah. That opening is really strong, like musical wise. The one thing I hate it. I know you told me last week you were going to pay too much attention to the openings.
Yeah.
There are some really big spoilers
in the third one.
Yeah,
is it that electric looking dude? Is that the spoiler?
No,
Okay, then I didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, there's a spoiler of like people who aren't supposed to be there are there.
Okay.
You didn't notice it? That's weird because there's one shot.
Is it the rain girl?
Yeah, Juvia.
Yeah, she joins.
Yeah,
right?
she joins them. Yeah, she officially becomes part of Fairytail.
Yeah.
And then the bad guy is also revealed
Bad
in
guy.
there. The bad guy who they're going to be fighting in the
Next?
next arc is in there.
I don't think I. Oh, I guess they showed like a lineup of like a different villains, right? Like very like One Piece ish.
Yeah.
Where they show like a tower of like enemies.
Yeah, that's the Tower of Heaven.
Okay.
Which is a pretty dope name for a
guild.
evil. Well, it's an evil island.
Oh, okay.
The Tower of Heaven. No, they revealed the bad guy.
And it's somebody you already know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's somebody.
Is it the blue hair guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which he's like very obviously like a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But they show him off there, and then they also show off one of Urza's coolest forms. In there
when she's fighting him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where she just has her chest wrapped with the it's like almost like fire pants.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's one of my favorite forms from her, and it's just thrown out there in the opening.
My favorite form is the pajamas.
Oh, yeah, that was cute. And then which one of those three
was my favorite?
Was your favorite?
Mine was the very first one.
They're all. I would say they're all pretty strong, except for the second one.
The second one's not. I didn't like the second one that much.
It's too
anime-ish.
Yeah, because it is like called the Idol List. So like you can see there's like a bunch of idols, like an idol song.
You know, one thing that I was like kind of disappointed about is the first song is like I really enjoyed the first song. And I was like, oh, there's got to be like a live performance of the song that's like hella dope. No. They have some live performances, but it's crappy quality.
Aww.
And I was like, oh, man. They have a music video for that song, though.
Oh, the funkest.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. And I had no idea that the song was actually named Feature for the third one because it's called FT, Feature.
Oh, okay.
And I had no, because I was like, I had to do like a bunch of digging because not a bunch of digging, but I was like, is that really what it's called? And yeah, apparently that's what it's called.
Yeah, just that oh yeah at the first song is pretty sick.
Oh,
I love that.
It's pretty good. I'm really happy they got. I think that happens very rarely in like very long shonen anime where they get people to come back and do
a second
song, and it's so early into its life.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised that we got 3 openings already.
It's like it's a normal anime. I think One Piece is the one that's weird.
It's the stingy one. Stingy with openings.
Exactly.
Even though there's like a million of them.
It's because they're stingy with them because Toei.
Yeah.
They just run it 80 episodes before you got to change it.
There's like 2 new members and they're still.
Oh my goodness.
They're still showing like old openings.
Exactly. So this is every 12 episodes that change. It's like a normal choir anime. Okay. Usually. So the first ending was this is a rough one. Kampeki Gu no Ne by Watarioka Harashitai. The second ending was a Suiku Merry-Go-Round by One Life Crew. And this
2 Life Crew?
Yeah, 1 Life Crew. And the third ending was Gomene Watashi by Shiho Nanba. So all 3 of them very adorable.
Yeah.
Like chibi.
Yeah, I think the first 2 were kind of very similar with how they looked.
Yeah. And then the third one has the same character designs, but they're more like spread out.
And I think the third ending has like a lot to do with Urza, right?
Yeah, that's what. Spoiler for the next arc. Whenever if we cover it, the Tower of Heaven, all that arc has to deal with Urza's past.
Oh, okay.
And a very fun thing is, where originally that's where the real Fairytail started.
Oh, really? It starts off with her.
Yeah. So I can share it in the facts when we get more down to it.
Okay.
But I guess I could say it a little bit real quick. The original thing of Fairytail was something that we learned about Urza. That's kind of hinted upon in these first couple episodes. It was like she was an orphan before she went to Fairytail, and all the Tower of Heaven has to do with her past before she got to Fairytail.
Okay.
And so the original Fairytail was supposed to be about kid Urza dreaming about what was happening, what was going to happen.
Oh, okay.
But then they scrapped it because it was dumb. Yeah. Or it was like, I forget how it was described. It was something like, it was gonna be a story told by Urza, or something like that. That's why like Urza's like the strongest one, or one of the strongest people in the guild and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So for cross media, there's 2 movies and several OVAs, which I've never seen, but I really do want to see them now.
There's like 9 of them, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you read what they were about.
No, I didn't read any of
them.
So
I picked 3 of my favorite ones that I really want to watch. One is an alternate universe with Fairytail in high school.
What the hell? That sounds pretty fun.
And all the celestial spirits are
students?
No, they're teachers.
That's cool.
And Happy's also a teacher. And I don't know if you know that's reference to the very end. I don't know if you watched the previews, but there's sometimes when they introduce new things into the anime, there's
like
Professor Happy.
Yeah, and he's like teaching
whatever the phrase is or whatever. And the second one, which is also pretty cool, and I never really thought about this place until they mentioned it in the anime. This time around, I had heard it, but there's a adventure with Lucy in the girl dorms of Fairytail.
Okay.
And I had no idea there were girl dorms in Fairytail until this time watching it around. They mention it like real fast. It's when the one girl who reads really fast.
Oh yeah. Levy?
Yeah, Levy. It's with Levy, and the teammates are like, well, why don't you just go hang out in the girls' dorm with everybody? And for some reason I had never heard that line, and I was like, oh, I guess that's where everyone lives, and that's where like Urza lives, and all the other girls live there.
Yeah.
And then the last one is a Rave Master crossover OVA. That one seems pretty cool. Then they have there's 2 DS fighting games, 3 PSP action games, and 1 online RPG that's in beta. Right now, and it looks pretty. The online game is the one I went to go look into. It looks whatever.
Okay. And like by action games, is it like a platformer, or is it just like a fight beat 'em up or something like that?
Yeah, it's like a beat 'em up. Beat 'em up more, I guess, would be.
I don't know how well a fighting game would translate to a DS.
Well, the My Hero fighting game originally was on
3DS, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. I wonder how. Maybe it is 3DS. I just put DS on here.
Okay.
And then this happened.
Do you have anything general you want to say before we start it up?
One thing I love the setting, and whatchamacallit, they briefly mentioned this, but did you know that it's like it takes place on Earth?
Yeah, or really Earthland.
Funny. Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
The first time I heard I forgot who said it. It was the bad guy from the last arc that we watched.
Yeah.
Forgot. I don't know. I'm really bad with everybody's names in this anime. They're kind of hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of is it not Godriel, but the leader?
Yeah, the leader.
The guild leader.
Yeah, he says something about Earth.
Yeah, Earthland.
Yeah.
It's called Earthland. I know that because there's an arc later on that talks about Earthland and other stuff.
Okay. What about you? Do you have anything general?
Yeah, I really like everyone's magic.
Oh yeah.
How there's a bunch of different forms of magic. My favorite form personally is the Strauss family's magic. Well, actually, that's also a really cool thing that like families share magic.
Oh yeah.
So the Strausses, that's Elfman, Mary Jane.
Yeah, they all have some sort of like transformation.
Yeah, takeover. It's called takeover.
Magic. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like his is takeover beast form.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mary Jane can do people, right?
she can, but her
Main
her
thing?
takeover is pretty cool. We'll see that in the future. Her
Oh, it's
what-
a spoiler.
not really a spoiler, but it's like really cool. Like
Okay.
I don't really want to
Spoil it.
spoil it. It's
Okay.
not real spoiler. Like if I told you exactly what it is,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be like, oh, like you could kind of see it, especially with how she dressed as a kid. You can kind of, or younger,
Uh-huh.
you can kind of guess what her takeover is. But the sisters takeover, Lizana's takeover is like animals,
Yeah.
like cute animals.
Mm-hmm.
What speaking of Lizana, one of my favorite details that I didn't notice until watching now, her grave is right by the house she built for
Yeah.
Natsu and
Mm-hmm.
Happy. I was like, oh,
Aw.
that hurt me even more.
Yeah. It's super sad.
Yeah, that whole episode, perfect. I love that episode.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me like I like Elfman a lot. And
Yeah.
is one of my most underutilized characters. I feel like he's like in the background too much.
Yeah. He is really cool.
For a little bit more into it, when we talk about things that we didn't like and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I hate the Gluna Island arc
Okay.
personally.
Is this a general thing?
Yeah. Well,
Or-
it's gonna lead to a general, really.
Okay.
The setup, because I was like watching Fairytail again. I was like, well, why did I stop watching Fairytail? Because I only got to like 130 and then I just stopped.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, why did I stop watching Fairytail? And then I started watching this arc, and I was like, oh, this is why I stopped watching, because when it's a drag, it's a big drag.
Mm-hmm.
But then we got to the Phantom Lord arc, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, this is why I love Fairytale, because it's when it's good, it's really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's some little tidbits to later on, and then before, I guess. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
One thing that I really enjoyed was all the voice actors. I recognize a lot of them in this anime.
Ooh, and think about it too. There's a lot of not young voice actors, but this is like where a lot of people got their start, because it's been going on for so long. I know, like, it's not Todd Haberkorn's first role, but I know it's like one of his early roles.
Yeah, he's done stuff before this.
Yeah, before this, but not too much before.
Yeah, I think the only animes that he's like the main character, from off the top of my head, was like Suzuka. He was the main guy, and My Bride is a Mermaid. I think he was
Really? Was he the main character for that one?
I think he was the main character for that one.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I
That,
think
that's also on
on your list.
my list.
Yeah, I watched that one a long time ago.
Me too. It's one of those animes I never finished.
Oh,
I
okay.
started and never finished. So
Mm.
don't tell me how it ends.
Yeah.
Does he eat the Choco gun? Is that the?
I don't remember.
No, God.
But yeah, there's like a bunch of people that I recognize. Jerry Jewell is a guy that I always recognize.
Mhm.
He was the guy from the bad guy from that arc, the island arc.
Oh yeah.
And Carrie Savage, always a treat to see her.
No.
She was Lizana.
Freaking Chris Sabat.
Oh yeah.
Doing
Area, right? Or whatever.
no
the air guy.
Elfman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that played
The air
guy?
I forget.
It's the same guy that does Garter Belt, isn't it?
Well, that's Chris Sabat. I don't know. If Chris Sabat did.
Isn't it Chris Sabat?
Maybe. Cause it might have been him twice. I wouldn't doubt it.
I think it was him. I think I saw it was Chris Sabat.
No, okay, maybe it is. Yeah, Chris Sabat doing God's work.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as Elfman, he's it's perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's
Brina Palencia was also in there.
Oh yeah, she plays
The Rain Girl.
yeah, my girl Juvia.
Mm-hmm.
I really love God. So this anime does something I hate later on. Or it doesn't apply now, but later on they give people new costumes.
Uh-huh.
and they give Juvia a new costume, and it's cool, but I don't know. I like the Russian looking uniform she wears right now.
Yeah.
Is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we want to jump into art.
Yeah, art. I really, one thing about the art is I really love all the costumes that they wear.
Oh,
well, not costumes. I guess it's clothes.
Yeah, they're clothes.
Yeah, and I really like that. Like, what's the name? The main guy's name?
Natsu.
Yeah. His outfit is very like Middle Eastern.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I really enjoy that.
Like his scarf.
Yeah. Because I don't know why like fire is associated with the Middle East or something.
But it is. Yeah.
And I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Speaking of which, is like all of I think the most boring looking person is probably Gray.
Yeah.
Because he's just like normal looking.
Yeah. He does have a couple outfits, but like his normal clothes is just like a white button up, and it looks very generic.
Yeah, exactly.
He looks better with his clothes off.
Who you think who has the best outfits? Who's the best looking character? My two favorites are Loxus and Mystigan are my two favorite ones.
Okay, yeah. Mystigan is really cool.
Mystigan,
he's like straight out of Naruto.
Yeah, that it took like even down to like the headband and everything.
I know. I was like, is that guy from the Hidden Sound Village? Or
and then Loxus just looks super dope with his earphones.
His earphones. And it's really cool that like when they show him when they were younger, he still had those headphones on.
Yeah, I like how he's even like a skinny teenager.
Yeah.
Like just like a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then also like Urza. All of Urza's different.
She has a bunch of cool outfits. And she reclips everything. She reclips her pajamas.
You want to know a really cool fun fact? You know what she carries in her suitcases?
All the clothes, right?
Nope.
No, I thought you told me it was all the clothes that she wears.
No, it's food. She carries food.
Is she like super hungry?
Yeah, I don't know. But for some reason, it's just food and stuff. Because all of her gowns and stuff, they're in like another dimension.
Okay, yeah.
So like the only thing she actually carries, and as we see like in the series, she like just equips in the different things.
Yeah.
But she carries like food and stuff in her bags.
Yeah, probably because like she's always traveling, so she needs food with her.
Right. But I don't know. I love that she just carries all the junk with her all the time.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Do you have anything for cinematography? Do you want to mention?
There wasn't like for shonen anime, they don't really think about shots that much, but like all the action scenes are pretty cool.
Yeah, for how cheap it gets to be in most places.
Yeah.
A lot of the action scenes are really, really cool.
Yeah, they usually do like a lot of cool angles and stuff. Like off the top of my head, there's like that fight on the train tracks that I can't remember the main guy's name. Natsu.
Yeah.
That fight was pretty cool. Like they always did like shots from like where his feet was, because the guy wasn't flying most of the time.
Yeah.
So they always showed shots where like he's down on the train tracks and you see the guy in the distance.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
That's Aragorn or whatever his name is. Aragorn.
Some guy from like Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah. One of my favorite cinematic shots is actually like near the end, and it's with Juvia and Gray.
Okay.
So it's after Gray saves her.
Oh yeah.
And like they're both looking up at so just a beautiful shot of them just like laying next to each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Looking at the
looking
sky.
And she's like, and it's just a beautiful scene because she's like, I've never seen like the blue sky before, and it's and like Gray says something like cheesy to her, and she like gets those heart into her eyes and like passes out.
Yeah.
But after he's like, hey, I think he goes like, hey, do you want to
make it or something?
Oh yeah, he's like, you want to keep doing it or whatever, and like apparently like we want to fight more. I guess it was the thing you were trying to say, but
yeah. He said it in a weird way.
Yeah, and she like passes out, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, wake up. There's like a really cool shot of her Terubozu that she has on her chest,
and
it's like away from her on the side, but it's like still smiling.
Oh yeah.
And from that point on, like she doesn't have that part of her anymore. So like it was kind of like a really cool thing of like her past like kind of being left behind.
Oh yeah, her moving on.
Yeah, and that's also that part breaks my heart when they were like making fun of her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And
Like,
she's like always making those dolls. Those are rain to keep
yeah,
the rain away,
terrible.
right?
Yeah, to keep the rain away.
Yeah.
And then it's just they're like, oh, like this rain is so gloomy, and she's like, oh, I can't make it stop. He's like, well, I'm gonna leave you. We're
I think
done.
we should start seeing other people.
What a hater.
I know.
One of my favorite.
Just go inside. It doesn't rain in there.
I know. One of my favorite things too was he goes, oh, we can't go camping. I was like, like that's a big breaking point for anybody.
I know. I can't date you if we can't go camping.
Exactly. One of my favorite details about Juvia and when they're fighting, is just like the sound of the rain hitting her umbrella when she's fighting.
Oh yeah.
It's I don't know. I really that sound is like really soothing to me.
It is a soothing.
And then
People sleep to that.
yeah, exactly. And Juvia just in general is a really awesome character.
Yeah, she has a cool design as
Yeah.
well.
And speaking of which, for favorite characters,
Oh, you want to go jump into favorite
or actually, I
characters?
guess we should actually go to least because I have
What about Lucy? Do you think she's well designed?
not really.
One thing I like about her is that she has a bunch of outfits.
Oh yeah, she has a bunch of
And one neat little detail is like her underwear. They always like mention like how like provocative it is. They're, like every time they like oh my god, I can't believe you wear this. And then,
oh, is Urza when they're going through her dirty laundry?
yeah, or Happy was going through it, I think.
Yeah, but then Urza was the one who makes the comment. She's
Yeah,
like, oh, how scandalous.
I know. And then when they went to her house and when she wasn't there, and they saw that her drawer, they're like, how do you even wear this?
My favorite shot of one of my favorite shots of Urza is that scene where she's like oh my god, like how scandalous underwear, and it's like she's in the foreground,
Yeah.
and like it's just like the sound effects coming off of her. It's like oh but dump, like her heart's beating.
Oh yeah.
And then like Gray and Natsu are talking in the background and like for some reason, like for comedic effect, like it's still funny to see her like blushing and and just going through these underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like oh, I lost track. Lucy's design is so like indicative to like fan service. It's weird.
Oh yeah, it's always. She's the biggest like fan service in this anime.
I
mean, it's like she's always showing cleavage.
In the OVA, the one where she has to go through the girls' dorm, the task, because it's like a 0 jewel task, but she does it anyway because it has to do with the dormitories.
Yeah.
The person who's hiring for the job is like the house mom.
Okay.
And she makes her wear like a cat costume.
Okay.
Through the whole episode.
All right.
And then at the end of it, when it's solved, like the cat costume gets like taken away, like disappears.
Yeah.
And then she's naked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, yeah, she's I don't know, like she's like one big fan service character.
Yeah, but she's still pretty cool.
Yeah, her magic is
I like
really
her
dope.
I like her alts, her summons.
Yeah,
all the summons are cool.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool ones in the
future.
In the future, when she gets more.
Yeah.
And then they meet more celestial wizards who normally that's who she fights is other celestial wizards.
Okay.
And they have pretty cool summons. There's one that's like a bullcrap like the 13th zodiac.
That's dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a gold key?
Yeah, and it's a gold key. Yeah, it's a gold key.
Lame.
It's the 13th zodiac.
And what is
and it's
it?
something stupid. It's like some like demon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like no, it's not like the fruit baskets, the cat or something.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's like some stupid.
All the summons
demon.
are pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I really enjoy when she got the centaur one, I was like, oh man, that's gonna be a dope one. And then it's just a guy.
It's a dude in a costume.
Yeah, and I thought that was like really good.
It's a really good gag.
Yeah.
I think all of them are pretty good gags, like cancer
Yeah,
being a haircut.
yeah. Like, I got a giant crab, but they're like all thinking like, oh, giant crab, we can eat that. And then when it comes out, it's like basically a guy with just crab legs on his back.
I know he's cool though. I like that guy.
Yeah, the most fateful one is the what is the mermaid girl?
Oh, Aquarius.
Aries?
No, Aquarius.
Aquarius, yeah.
Yeah, the mermaid, the
Mhm.
water. Yeah, she's so mean.
Yeah, I like that about her. She's always like pissed off about like.
Yeah. And then later on, you meet her boyfriend.
Oh yeah,
who's another celestial key, who's a golden key, and it's, oh man, so it's really cool because I guess it's not really a spoiler, but later on, Lucy becomes stronger, and so she can summon 2 at a time. Because right now she can only have enough magic energy to summon 1.
Okay.
So later on, she can summon 2, and since they're all astral signs, some keys only want to work with duo with another certain key.
Okay.
So like, for example, like Leo and like Sagittarius
Okay.
will only work together because that's what the horoscope says, that they'll
Yeah.
work together. So like, yeah, it's a really cool like concept.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some dope. I don't think I've seen all 12, but I've seen
Most of them.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
And
then
Lucy gets a good chunk of them.
Yeah, I'd assume because she already has 5 and there's like 12. Or...
Yeah, I totally forgot. I was like, how does she even get those keys?
Virgo and
Yeah, like all of her gold keys, because there's only one key, one gold key
for that celestial being, right?
Yeah, but then there's some of them that are like,
well, she was rich, so maybe she got them when she was.
Well, I know how she got them, but I was like, how did she even? Like that was like rich, but there's another reason how she got them.
Okay.
But it's funny. I don't know if it's in, maybe later, but there's the silver keys. There's like an abundance of them. Like they said, like those are the ones you can just buy.
Yeah.
And it's just like celestial creatures that they summon, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy like the regular ones as well. Yeah, Plu is really cool. That's an easy name to remember because I work in a warehouse and Plu numbers and
Plu. Yeah, Plu's also in Rave Master from what? Yeah,
really?
he's a character from Rave Master.
Huh. I hope he gets stronger. That'd be pretty cool to see if he can get stronger.
I think he just stays like a gag character. He's pretty.
Oh.
Yeah, he's pretty funny though. Because there's like some times where they're like, what the heck is this? And it's like Plu, and then like he just does like weird stuff.
Yeah, it just shivers.
Shivers. Oh.
I really like the clock though. The clock is.
Oh,
Really
Horologian.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, he's that gag is pretty strong of like her talking inside of him.
Yeah, because she's tired or something.
Yeah, and then him saying like, "Oh, she says in a sarcastic manner."
Yeah,
like it's always a strong joke. Yeah, I really can't wait for more Celestials.
Yeah,
the Celestial keys are pretty dope. And we actually stopped right before
another key.
Yeah, like if we would have went to the next little mini arc is only 2 episodes.
I think it's with Loki.
Yeah,
right?
with Loki.
Yeah,
and that at the end of that one, Lucy gets another key.
Okay, and it's another gold one.
Yeah,
oh.
I think. Yeah.
Okay. Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it. Yeah, but yeah, she accumulates a lot of keys by like episode 100. And she has a bunch of them by then. I was like, what am I looking at? Yeah, so yeah, I mean, we're talking about characters already. So yeah, all the Celestials, I think, are more interesting than Lucy herself, actually.
Yeah, I could see that, but I like Lucy. She's cool.
Yeah, she's really cool. And I also have one of my favorite characters, Happy.
Yeah, I love Happy.
Oh, Happy's so adorable.
Yeah.
And a really really funny character. I think he might be like my favorite character of like the whole a Fairytail.
Okay, I can see that as well.
Yeah, and then we talked a little bit about Urza. Urza's really cool.
Yeah, she has a really cool power.
I like the fact that she's just not only is she like a cool person, it's like a her stage fright in the last episode.
Yeah.
It's just freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Shows like she has like a way more like cute side.
Yeah.
And she's badass.
Mm-hmm.
And then have Aquarius, Virgo. Loki's really really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just like speaking of like designed, he's designed to be like a really cool character with like his
glasses and
his glasses, spiked up hair, and he just looks like a playboy.
yeah.
Really cool. I got Miss Your Soul, which is the Earth guy.
Yeah. The French dude, right?
Yeah. So he's voiced. I don't know the name of his voice actor, but it's the same guy who voiced Bon Clay in the.
Oh really?
In the English One Piece.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I was like, well, his voice sounds really familiar. Where'd it come from? And then I just thought about it. I was like, oh, it's Bon Clay.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the same French character.
And it's funny because he's not the only French person. The painter guy is also French, right?
Yeah, which he also has a really cool
power.
I was gonna say quirk, a really cool power.
Yeah, he's probably like my most underutilized. One of them.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of underutilized
because there's
people.
So many characters in this
in the guild.
anime. Like you just see a cool design character. Like I want to know more about that person. There's a really cool couple in Fairytail that, and later on, after there's a time skip, they have a kid and it's a cute kid. Who else? Oh yeah. So about Miss Your Soul, I didn't recognize it until I watched it this time around too. Very obvious thing about him is he's a tree.
Oh, okay.
He has the brown suit and then his green hair. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I mentioned Juvia.
Yeah, Juvia's great.
Always really cool. I was wondering like why didn't Gray just like freeze her whole body?
I know, right?
And then that'd probably be
the end of it.
I love the little like weird fan service in this anime.
Mm-hmm.
So like when he freezes Juvia for the first time,
and
he like accidentally freezes his hand on her breast.
Yeah.
It's just really really funny. Godriel, I think he was a really really good bad guy.
Yeah, very cool. He's probably my favorite bad guy so far.
Oh yeah. Like jump into like least favorite, like Aragorn. I really thought he was a dumb villain.
Yeah, and he looked kind of lame as well. He looked like somebody that you just want to punch.
He looked like somebody
because they were talking crap.
It looked like the creator went on DeviantArt. And
I know, right?
Yeah. And then I also put Loxus as one of my favorite characters. He's pretty dope. He's a jerk, but
yeah, he looks pretty cool though.
He looks pretty cool. He's somebody. If I hadn't watched ahead, I would want to know way more about him. Mary Jane.
Yeah, Mary Jane's very cute.
Also very very cool.
I like her hair. Her hair is very like the way that she styles it with just that one ponytail in the front.
Right.
Or I don't even know if you call that a ponytail, but it looks very unique. I've never seen that in an anime.
With her huge forehead.
Yeah. And that's Monica, right?
Monica Real.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just love her voice acting for the younger Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
She's like really like tomboyish.
Yeah. One thing that I enjoyed was Carrie Savage. She didn't change her voice for little kid adult Lizana.
Yeah.
And it fit anyway.
Oh, so you know who I forget is a great voice actor?
Who?
Colleen. I forget Colleen Clickenbeard's a good voice actress.
Yeah.
So
she's Urza, right?
She's Urza, yeah. And the reason why I say that is the episode with the changeling when they all change bodies.
Oh yeah.
And it's Happy inside Urza. That's still Colleen doing the voice.
Mm-hmm.
And she does a really really good like fun girly voice.
Yeah.
And it's really really dope. And then I got Makarov, the guild leader.
Yeah.
He's pretty dope character.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's right? How do you say her name? The Grey's Master.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah, she's really really cool. It's sad that she had to
pass away.
Yeah, leave so early.
She's water now.
And then, do you have any more favorite characters you want to mention?
A lot of the minor characters I really enjoyed. I liked Levy.
Oh yeah,
Levy's really cool. I like the. For some reason, I really like that the pipe guy, the guy that uses pipe, the smoke magic. Yeah, I really like that guy.
Oh, I also forgot to put. I guess she could be my most underutilized, but since I know they're gonna use it more later, that's why I would put it in my favorites. But for like one of my underutilized is like Kana.
It's the card
the
girl?
tarot girl, yeah. The one who's the drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. She's very cool. Like she's just so funny. Like one of my favorite things is in that Changeling episode when her and Elfman swap bodies.
Yeah.
And then Elfman's in Kana's body and he goes, "Why do I smell like a brewery?"
And I think like he's like super lightweight and like just passes out after one drink, right?
Yeah. After one barrel.
Yeah, one barrel. Oh, yeah, I guess you would pass out after that.
That's one of my favorite things about that episode is like Kana always just has like a barrel of booze that she's just drinking.
Yeah. Always complaining about how loud it is.
Yeah, because I just want to have a good drink. And everyone's just super loud.
Mm-hmm. And
just the one, what's his face's kid. So I was like, oh, they're so cool.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, whatever. The other group, I don't know their names, but it's the guy with the pistol and the other girl with the weak weapon magic. Those two characters are really dope.
Yeah, I really like them as well.
And you got any other underutilized that you are favorite or underutilized?
Lizana. I really like Lizana.
Yeah, it's sad
that she passed away.
Dude, she got wrecked. I totally forgot about how Elfman just like
freaking home run right there.
Oh my god, that was horrible. I don't know why that part really got me all teary-eyed when she's trying to talk to Elfman.
Yeah,
like it's okay, no one's gonna be mad that you're doing this. Let's just calm down and let's just go home. And I was like, oh no, you're about to get smacked.
Yeah, smashed.
She didn't even get smashed. She got smacked.
Bam.
Bam, gone.
Yeah. All the way in the you see that woods over there in the distance? That's where she's at.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous. I think it's a ridiculous shot too of her getting slammed and then you see just her body fly and like land in some trees.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, poor Natsu. I'm pretty sure they would have ended up as a couple.
God, that whole scene of like Elfman be like, "No, you're not ready. At least take Natsu with you."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, exactly. And then like it sucks because like it scarred Mary Jane to like not use her magic anymore.
Yeah, and she was S class.
Yeah, she was one of the 5 S. They even say 5 S class, but then they say like she's a former S class. But there's only 5.
Okay.
And she's 1.
Mm-hmm.
And now we know of 4. And the 5th guy is or the 5th one's the guy and he's
like considered the strongest, right?
Yeah. He's like really, really strong. The reason why he's not there is that they explain a little later there's certain quests just like or the S rank quests or the S, right? Yeah. The S rank quests. There's special missions like here's it's a year mission, which is like it'll take a whole year to complete this task. Okay. And I think the one that he's on, that they explain later, he's like on a 50-year quest.
What the hell?
Yeah. It's something like that. Something that would take him 50 years to complete.
Jesus. Yeah,
and his magic is like he comes back and his magic is pretty dope. And I think they haven't showed Mystigan's magic yet, like what he can actually do.
Uh-huh.
And his magic is pretty. I don't think they've really shown any other 5th rank besides Urza.
Yeah. And
Urza's kind of not underwhelming, but I don't know, it's kind of weird because like Loxus is electricity.
Yeah.
He's electric and it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And Mystigan is this
like sleep magic.
It is like, he's like a traditional mage, I guess is the best way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's one of the strongest.
Yeah, he looks strong.
Yeah, this next guy, he's the last level 5 or S rank. He's a mean. He's not mean, but his powers are really dope.
What about least favorites? Do you have any least favorites?
Yeah. Thank you for getting me back on track.
I have one.
I have 3, but
Okay, go ahead.
so Aragorn, I think I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I just think he's just a stupid looking character and
Yeah.
not that good of a like.
Very cocky.
Yeah, and like the whole reasoning of like, oh, you guys don't know how good you have it being like ranked and all this stuff. But then it's like you guys caused yourself to be kicked out of the Wizarding Alliance. You wanted to take assassination missions. That's your bad. And then he just looks dumb.
Yeah.
I didn't really like him. And then the other ones I didn't really like. I thought they were kind of dumb looking, kind of stupid. Were the other elements that weren't Monsieur Soul or Juvia.
Okay.
So like the wind guy and the fire.
Yeah.
Like especially the wind guy, like he's taken out. Like he's
taken out so quick. That was one of my biggest disappointments.
Yeah.
Like, they said that he was like the strongest one out of the 4, and he was taken out by Urza, who was injured.
Exactly, like
with one hit.
I love how they gave Urza the Zoro treatment in this arc.
Mm-hmm.
Like immediately she had to be taken out because Urza could wreck everybody there like fairly easily.
Yeah, exactly.
So like they had to put her on the sidelines until the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally forgot how the wind guy had gotten beaten.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, that's kind of whack.
Yeah. He gets taken out so easily.
And then we get to see like Natsu, like because they said like Natsu has like struggles against them.
Yeah.
And we don't even get to even see that part of the fight.
Yeah. He's like, oh my god, this guy can really dish it out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he leaves.
Yeah. And then the fire guy taken out just as
easily.
Yeah. It's like he's like almost like a foil, and then freaking Elfman comes and backhands him immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't really like that the island arc, those enemies, besides the main bad guy.
Oh, Leon?
Yeah, besides Leon. I like Leon, but the other 3.
Oh, the dog guy.
The dog guy was okay. Yeah, I thought he was pretty funny. But the girl especially, I didn't really like her.
So, you want to know something really funny? Fairytail actually counts up with their villains. And I don't know if you noticed that or not.
They what?
So the villain group always adds 1.
Oh, really?
That they're fighting. So I forget. So it's like they go and get the book, and it's 2. It's 2 guys, 2 lackeys, and 1 guy, right?
Okay.
So it's 2. The next one is Galuna Island, and it's 3 plus Leon.
Yeah.
And then it's the element 4
plus
the bad Godriel.
Oh, Godriel, yeah.
And then there's a 5 and a 6 later on.
Okay.
Like the big arc villains. I guess the next one is 5. It's 5 people and a 6th person.
Okay.
And the next one's a 6. It's like the something 6, and then the 7th is their leader, and then like the next one is like the 7 something, and then the 8 person.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was something I noticed watching. I think after I watched it for a little bit, I was like, yeah, why are they going up in numbers? It's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's always that like weird pyramid of like, oh, I'm the weakest. I'm the weakest of the Elite 4.
I know.
Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's weird that now I think this is like the 3rd Elite 4 that I know of now. This is the Elite 4 of that. There's an Elite 4 of Kill la Kill, and then in Pokemon.
They have cool names too. The groups later on.
Yeah.
I think one's in Spanish later, and I just forget. It just reminds me of like I don't know if you ever watched Bleach, or you know of Bleach, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
There's one group, they're called the Espada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's all like they're all Spanish kind of themed characters.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's just really cool. Do you have any more characters you want to talk about that you didn't like?
No, not really. Everyone was pretty likable, especially in the guild.
Oh yeah, there are some really cool fillers later on that focus on other people in the guild, and it's pretty interesting.
Okay. Can't wait for the smoke guy.
Oh,
The guy with the pipe.
I think it's episode 80 in the 80s or something like that.
It has to do with
there's
him.
there's a race. Yeah, it's about a race, and it's kind of about he's kind of related to it. It's pretty cool. It's neat.
Okay.
All right, so favorite moments.
Okay. Or do you want to talk about least favorite moments first?
I guess, yeah. So we talked about it for Galuna Island.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's a lot of stretch in there that's like kind of boring.
Yeah, even though like is it Leon and Gray, their story is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I like their backstory.
Other than that, it's like kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really nothing really interesting happens during that arc. I don't feel,
Yeah.
except for that the girl on the council or whatever at the end of it. I don't even know if that's where she was from. The person who was pretending to be the guy.
Pretending to be the guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it was a really hot chick at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like, "You don't smell like an old." Like she's, I think he not just says like, "You don't smell like an old."
Like, why do you
dude."
smell like perfume?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed, but she's on the council.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
She's the one that laughed when the master of Fairytail was sleeping. During during
On the
trial.
stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just I know they're in Kill Kill. I kind of praised it for its janky animation,
Yeah.
but here it feels more like they were being
Stingy.
stingy. Yeah, just cheap
Yeah.
with their production. They're, like a lot of the early episodes are like they just look not good. Like, I could see if somebody was like they watched it and stopped watching it because it just looks like a regular cheap shonen anime.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I don't know. I don't know why they use this version on Hulu, but they use the version with commercial breaks in it.
Okay.
Like when it was, I don't know if it ever premiered on Toonami, but
Oh, because it like fades like too early or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
exactly, and then like fades back in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like I know in the beginning, like they phased out like on a word and then came back and you can hear the end of the word,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, that's not.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and I thought it was pretty annoying.
Yeah. That isn't on the Blu-rays. So
Okay.
that's something that Hulu did, or
Yeah.
I think that's where like the Hulu, if you like, I have the Hulu, not to brag, but I have the Hulu commercial free.
Yeah, so do I.
So that's where the commercials would have been.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I mean that's
That's
really
pretty much it, yeah.
it gets long-winded at points, and I'm like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
And then so what are your favorite moments in the anime?
I really like the body swapping episode.
I love the body swapping episode.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Oh god, I couldn't help but just like laugh the whole time. That and the play are like two of my favorite like funniest episodes.
Yeah, I really like that. Like Gray was still trying to like take his clothes off
Yeah, as Lucy
as Lucy.
or the frozen drool coming from.
Oh yeah.
No, and I just love even at the end of it, they're like, "What? You're just gonna leave us like this? You're not gonna swap us back?"
Oh yeah. They just like leave it like that, and then the next episode they mention it in the next episode.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, that was."
Like cause Levy gets kidnapped and like, oh, she even helped us with
Yeah, right.
with changing us back.
I
I thought it was gonna be like an alternate universe kind of thing where like they just
saved it,
they
right?
just- yeah.
I also really love the Fairytale Kids episode. Everybody has kids.
Yeah.
It was really really cute.
Yeah, I really like it when they show all that stuff. All the backstory stuff is pretty good.
Yeah, and then the whole Strauss family drama of how Lizana got killed.
Oh yeah, all that was really good.
Very good, very well acted with everybody, and
Mm-hmm.
just well directed. That part really good. And then just I really liked how Elfman, when he took control of the beast,
Yeah.
like he shrunk down to his like regular size, but then just looked like he had kind of like not armor on, but it was like a smaller version of the beast.
Yeah.
He looked really cool.
Mm-hmm. I really like, speaking of that family, I really liked the episode where like the origin of Happy.
Yeah.
I really liked that episode as well. It was really good.
Yeah, that's the one with their kid. That's the kid episode. Yeah, that. Oof.
And I really like that the painter guy, he drew Happy as a dragon.
He's like, I'll draw it anyway.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
And then Happy was adorable, like as a kitten.
Oh yeah.
Happy was really adorable.
Yeah, and his first words were "I."
Oh.
Super cute.
It's just he's like, oh, it's a bluebird of happiness. He's Happy. Yeah, I'll just name him Happy. I was like, oh.
You know, I found it kind of annoying that that other guild lady called Happy a red dog or something. I was kind of annoyed by like, are you just that dumb, or are you
the red puppy?
Yeah, or something like that.
But I think
she also references it to
Natsu.
Natsu, yeah.
Yeah, as a red puppy. Gosh dang it. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
And then that whole play
mm-hmm.
also very, very funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they stormed the Phantom Lord's guild hall.
Oh yeah.
That scene was just really, really intense.
Yeah. Natsu, the fight with Natsu and the Iron Dragon guy.
Yeah.
That one, I also really liked that episode.
Oof.
I told you that it was like very Dragon Ball Z-esque.
Yeah.
Because like they're just like exchanging blows like back and forth. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Gaudriel. I wouldn't mind seeing more Gaudriel in the future because he's
mm-hmm.
really, really dope.
Yeah.
And then I think I got. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have, and then just all the character moments they're pretty strong.
Oh, you know what? For more into characters, there's a bunch of characters in this anime. All of Lucy's like maids and stuff like that. Back at her house. I really found them interesting.
Like it'd been cool if we saw.
Yeah, a little bit more of her past.
Oh yeah.
Because like she has like a teacher there. She has like maids, all that stuff.
Yeah, I was like, did we learn more? I don't remember if we do or not, but
well, they're hopefully they seem designed for a reason, so hopefully there is something.
Especially in a shonen, if they have some kind of design,
they're gonna have some sort of part in the anime.
I really love in the play episode, going back to it, all the characters coming back.
Oh yeah.
I guess I actually see like a really fitting end to where we capped off, because it's like, oh, here's these people from the whole
all
season,
the arcs,
like, every arcs
so far.
Yeah, like I would love the guy from the monster from Garuna Island.
Oh yeah. Still asking about the moon.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
He's like, it's the moon's fault. When are you gonna destroy it?
I know, you promised you were gonna destroy the moon. Destroy it. Very, very strong.
You know, the girl that was the girl that we were talking about earlier, the one that called Happy the red dog.
Yeah.
The guy that's with her, why doesn't he just fix his glasses? Like, why is he still?
Because it looks cool.
It doesn't look cool.
You don't think it looks cool?
No.
His one broken shade?
Nuh-uh. I don't like it.
You know why? Because it's lazy. They're like, let's just throw. We need characters in here, so just throw characters we already have.
That bald guy that thought they were pretty cool.
Yeah.
For beating up the Iron Dragon guy. That's another neat detail, is that the dragons eat what their element is.
Oh yeah, which is also pretty. The wind dragon that we get to meet later, they're really cool.
They just eat air.
Yeah, they just eat air.
That's pretty
just
convenient.
Take a deep breath.
That's super convenient. So that means they're always powered.
Exactly, and their wind magic is pretty cool. Like, it's not really offensive. It's a more of a
defensive kind of thing.
It's support. It's support magic.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty cool. We also we don't see it now. We'll see it way in the future. There's different Slayer magics as well.
Oh, okay.
So there's like
I think I read one.
There's God Slayers. There's Demon Slayers.
Yeah, I read about one of a Demon Slayer.
Yeah, the first God Slayer they meet, he's pretty cool. He's a villain they meet.
Does that mean he was raised by a god?
It's something like that. They explain how he like his powers like passed down from a god,
Oh, okay.
and like he's the first one they fight is he's a fire god.
Okay. Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, and he's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think his whole kind of little gimmick is like his fire's so hot that even like Natsu can't
Eat it.
because it's just so hot.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's dope. The series gets really cool. But so before we end up the wrap up, Jay, do you have anything else you want to mention? There's one thing I do want to mention. I forgot to mention at the top.
Okay.
And it was something I was talking to you about earlier. There's a really cool foreshadowing that happens very early on in the series, and it's with Gray when they fight the demons. I forget what they're called. The Scythe people. The people with the flute.
Yeah.
When they first fight them, they fight one person in the group they fight is a fortune teller.
Okay.
And like he reads Gray's fortune, and he says something like, "Oh, good fortune awaits you, but you have misery with water."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I recall that.
Yeah, and talking about talking about Juvia and talking about the master.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool, like a really cool like nod to the future.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And he even says like, "So what? You telling my fortune or something?" And yeah, and it comes back like in this like 20 episodes later.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, it's really 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 neat. All right. So accessibility, Jay.
Pretty much anybody can watch this. The only like fan service is Lucy.
Yeah, and
there's like bad scenes.
One of my favorite things. This has to be like a public domain sound, but like anything like remotely sexual happens, you get the wow that sound effect.
Yeah,
that's in a lot of anime.
You know, one of the endings had like a laser sound at the beginning, like a chung.
Yeah, so maybe it's A1. 'Cause I know A1's infamous for being cheap too.
Okay.
So maybe that's...
You know, speaking of this, there was like a few sound effects that I know is a public domain thing because like I think the clock moving for the 15 minutes episode, it sounded like the doors in 007 GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64.
I think that's the second time we mentioned
007 sound effects.
Yeah, 007 sound effects in an anime.
I know. It's so funny. Like every time I hear it, it's like that's 007.
I know. And then I forget, there's a lot of weird like public domain noises they use.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever, you can say it's crafty. It's cool, but
yeah. I mean, I don't think it's like bad or anything. I think it's fine.
And then you can catch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
Mm-hmm. It's probably on Netflix.
Not soon. It's gonna be taken down pretty soon on Netflix.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because it's exclusive, Funimation's becoming exclusive to Hulu.
To Hulu, yeah.
But yeah, it is on Netflix. I know. That's why I watched it originally.
Okay.
And then the Funimation app, of course.
Mm-hmm. Rewatchability.
Rewatchability.
I mean, that's the iffy thing because like there's some arcs that I definitely would watch.
Oh yeah.
But like things like the island arc,
yeah, definitely.
I don't think I would have watched that again. Maybe just like the backstory stuff, but that's about it.
So I'm including this for rewatchability because this is like a rare thing. What is the likelihood of us returning to this anime?
Oh, like to watch more episodes?
In the future.
I don't think I would pick it.
I don't think I would pick it either.
Really?
No. Even though I like it, I do like it. I was like, this whole time I was like, man, I should have picked One Piece. We could have been watching One Piece. I mean, it's
not to knock.
It's Fairytail.
It's a
fun
fun watch.
Yeah, but it's not One Piece.
Yeah, I definitely like you said. I prefer One Piece over this, but yeah, it's gonna be tough to pick this again.
Quick! Who wins in a fight? Zoro or Urza?
Oh my god, I don't know. I think Zoro would have to win.
I also think Zoro would have to win. But
Yeah.
there's there's a armor later on that Urza has.
That might contend with Zoro.
Yeah, it literally. Because I asked my friend, I was like, "What's Zoro's strongest move? Like, power wise, what can it do?" And he goes, "Oh, Zoro can cut through a mountain."
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty strong." And I was like, so I looked up Urza's strongest armor, and it's like, "Oh, it can cut through space." Yeah.
Okay.
So there's that.
It could slice through the space-time continuum.
Yeah, essentially. There's a I never heard like Death Battle, the YouTube series.
Oh yeah.
They did Urza versus Zoro.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, and Zoro beat her
That's
pretty
pretty cool.
heavy-handedly. But I also like how basically Urza is like the female Zoro.
Yeah.
Like they share a lot of similarities
Mm-hmm.
between characters. Even like the goofy, like they're the most powerful of the group, but they're also like the most goofy out of everybody.
Yeah. We just need to see Urza taking a nap somewhere, and I think it'll
all connect.
Yeah, it'll all connect.
Taking a nap during the battle. Does that wake me up? All right. So things that we would have did differently.
I don't know.
This is a tough one too.
I think well, definitely for like the four elements people, I think more of a struggle of those fights would have been been welcome.
I really love the Juvia fight's really fun.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole episode.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, actually not like a lot happens. It's just a fun, just like the dynamic that
those two have.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
it's
just
pretty
Juvia
cool.
just being jealous of Lucy and like all this stuff's pretty funny.
Yeah. But like the Earth guy, he got beat pretty easy after after the guy transformed.
After Elfman transformed.
Yeah.
Everyone. Yeah, pretty much everyone gets like immediately like dumped on.
Yeah.
And then
Like the only fight that was a struggle was the Iron Dragon.
Yeah, Godriel.
Yeah.
Godriel, and then even I don't think even Gray had a tough time with Juvia.
No, not really.
It's just like a long fight. Yeah. I don't know.
But other than that, it's pretty fine. I mean,
Yeah.
there are some parts that drag, but there's not much you can do about that unless you want to change the story.
Oh yeah. And then
Rating?
rating. Yeah, I guess what do you give the rating?
That's a recommend.
It's a recommend. I'll give it a recommend too.
Mhm.
No, not even a soft recommend. It's a straight recommend.
Yeah, it's a straight recommend for me.
Go and watch it. It's fun. It's a fun
Yeah,
watch.
it's a fun watch.
Like you said, I don't know if we're gonna come back to it.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do like a big chunk of One Piece, and then like, it's a little bit too much One Piece. Let's do some Fairytail for now.
I mean, there's
other long.
other long animes that we want to do too,
Mhm.
and we'll. I don't want to say we won't come back to Fairy Tail. We'll revisit it.
Yeah.
I know once the new year comes around and we do have filler people coming in.
Yeah.
I know there's somebody who would do more Fairy Tail with me if
Okay.
we were gonna do more Fairy Tail. So
All right.
okay, so now that we're done destroying the guild hall
I know, right?
and rebuilding it once again
Mm-hmm.
and eating our bento boxes
With our face on
with
it.
our faces on it, made by a beautiful rain girl.
Yeah.
what anime do you have for us next week, Jay?
So I'm pretty sure this anime is not good. And it's an anime that you're familiar with. So next week we're going to be doing My First Girlfriend is a Gal.
Ooh.
So I'm pretty sure you can tell us what this anime is about.
Oh.
Cuz I don't know too much. I know that it's like a guy that's desperate to get a girlfriend, right?
Oh
So
my goodness. Okay. I didn't know who was going to pick this one first, me or you, cuz this is a weird fan service one and I'm fairly excited for it. So it's about this guy who he loses a bet. He loses a bet with one of his friends.
Uh-huh.
And so he has to go like confess to this gal on what gals are. They're like Japanese girls who are into like American fashion.
Uh-huh.
Usually they're like tan
Yeah.
girls and
They look
God, they have gaudy, like a
yeah.
gaudy sense of fashion.
a lot of gold and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
jewelry.
The anime revolves on him and this girl becoming closer. Even though like how because like he gets roped into it because it's a dare, or he loses a bet, and then so he's like, oh, I gotta, and like he like all of a sudden, because she's like, oh, if you're fucking with me, I'm gonna kill you, because gals are pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
And then so it revolves from him, and then like there's also like different forms of gals.
Yeah.
There's
more than one girl. It's kind of like a harem, right?
Yeah. It's like there's like a classic gal, which is like her friend. There's other like the mistress kind of gal, and like that's another classmate. And then like his childhood friend is a lolly with huge breasts, and she notices like she likes gals, so she becomes a gal.
Yeah.
And it is dubbed by Funimation. And it's uncensored on Funimation.
Really?
Yep. So.
Okay, so we'll probably have to watch it on Funimation.
Get at it. I don't know if it's on Hulu yet, but.
No, I think I checked.
Yeah, but yeah, on Funimation, I know. Last time I checked, because it just released the Blu-rays.
Okay.
Like maybe a couple months ago. I know at least a couple of the episodes are uncensored on there, and the censoring is pretty heavy. Because I stopped watching it because of that reason when it was on. There's also one of the most horrific characters of all time on there, and when you see him, you'll know who it is.
All right. So and there's only 12 episodes.
Yeah.
And like you said, I think it's still on Crunchyroll. I think
it might not be anymore.
No. Okay, so I guess it's Funimation
yeah,
their only choice.
Because when they broke, it might. So it either might be on Funimation and not on Crunchyroll, or not on Crunchyroll, or on Crunchyroll but not on Funimation.
Okay,
it might be
it's either or. Okay.
Yeah. I'm crossing my fingers that it's on Funimation because it's uncensored on there.
Okay, we'll check after this.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know when where we saw it when we
review it.
But yeah, it's only 12 episodes, so it's gonna be an easy watch.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny.
Okay.
I've had a good time with it.
So did you finish it?
No.
Okay.
I didn't finish it because of the censors.
Okay.
But now that it's uncensored, it'll be as fun.
All right, guys. So if you like us, go ahead and leave a like on SoundCloud. Follow us on SoundCloud. Leave some comments on all the platforms, YouTube, iTunes. Let us know like anything you want us to watch, anything we could do better.
Hit up the YouTube. We're
playing Danganronpa.
Yeah, Danganronpa 2. Going strong, going good.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some more recording of that right now.
I actually learned there's a way. I don't know. It's not gonna fix the episode 27 that disappeared on the first one, but to get around the taking down of for Danganronpa 3 when we eventually do it, there's a way you can get around it.
Okay.
Because they're like the only thing they're like, oh, we request that you say that there's spoilers.
Oh, okay, at like the beginning.
Yeah. So like every recording.
Okay.
We just gotta mention like, oh hey, there's spoilers, watch out.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I can't wait. We're gonna pop in Danganronpa right now as soon as we turn the mics off.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, guys. So we'll see you. Oh yeah, and then check out the Instagram.
Oh yeah. I'm not doing too much on there anymore, but
yeah.
But still, if you wanna some semi updates, you can check there.
All right. And with that, we'll see you all next week.
Yeah. Later.
In the blink of an eye, it can turn your world on its head. The very fabric of your being can be pulled from you in an instant, so don't take it lightly. Until next time.
Please turn us back!